This is my video 2 for Persepolis. For this video, I wanted to go priority, explorational, and relational. For priority, I would say one of the most important issues or aspects of society in general is a child's innocence and how we see Margie lose all traces of it progressively, especially in like the second, I'd say, quarter of the book. For me, it starts on page 74 with the execution, or when she finds out that Uncle Amush got executed. Margie, who grew up in religion and convinced herself she was God's last prophet, just sees God one last time, tells God to, and I quote, "shut up and get out of his life, get out of her life." I say this is only the beginning of her loss of innocence, because taking something that you believed in as deeply as she did and throwing it out is how most children, begin that process of going to the next stage of life. For most children, it ends up being Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, or Tooth Fairy. For Margie, it was, God. For exploration, I wanted a little more information on the band of the national anthem that's discussed on page 87. After Tehran has been bombed, Margie and her father go home to check on her mother. While they're home, the national anthem starts playing for the first time in over a year. And I thought that was kind of weird, but then again, found out after the revolution, I found it wasn't that weird. What I found was that the song is called A Iran. I'm sure I'm messing up that. And was never officially the national anthem. It was used transitionally between the time the Shah was removed in, I think, 1979, and then when the Islamic Republic adopted a new official one. The interesting thing is that many people don't really see the officially adopted anthem as the official anthem. They still use A Iran for events and ceremonies, and that's just, I kind of like that. For relational, I want to look at the beginning of the chapter titled "The Jewels" on page 91, where there are two women in the grocery store fighting over the supplies. The way the panel is drawn, you see how there's nothing left but like a few cans here and there. Seeing that reminded me of the times like after massive natural disasters that happened in America, like Hurricane Katrina. But then I started thinking, I kind of see behavior like that on a daily basis at work. The difference being, in the book and in the disaster scenario, it's out of necessity and survival. And it kind of makes me think that, humans are naturally predisposed to only care about their own survival. Like, even though, people preach unity and care for your fellow man, when it comes to situations extreme situations like that, it just seems a natural reaction is to care only about yourself.